Hi guys, Mohit from Project Perfumery India, and we have another episode today. And today's episode is gonna be slightly twisted. We will be talking about perfumes, of course, but we'll be talking about perfumes with a reference from the perfumer's name, right? How many of you actually see who's the perfumer before buying or wearing a perfume? There are people, I'll tell you, there are people who are fanatic about their favorite perfumers, while most of the newbies, the people who are getting into the hobby, miss out this very important aspect, the perfumer's name. So today's perfumer we'll be talking about, today's perfumer in spotlight is legendary Francis Kurkdjian. So we all know the house of MFK, Maison Francis Kurkdjian. That means that's a signature line. That's the perfumer's own creation, his own house. Before that, so his line came out pretty later. Before that, he has over 180 perfume, a reference from Fragrantica. Over 180 perfumes he has made in total for his house as well as all other brands as well. So the major super duper hit he has given is Le Male by Jean Paul Gaultier, which everybody knows. This fragrance is created by Francis Kurkdjian. It's vanilla based fragrance, everybody knows about it. This actually is a must have for all the fragrance collectors. If you, I mean, you have brought up in a family where people, your father, grandfather, uncle were into fragrances, you must have seen this bottle in the wardrobe, right? So this is one legendary fragrance which started it all. Now we'll be talking about other fragrances which Francis Kurkdjian has made and are not very popular, or they are popular as a standalone, but people do not connect the perfume with the perfumer's name. So we'll be talking from perfumer's standpoint in this video. So these are the best creations from Francis Kurkdjian. Let's get started. We'll start with 3 top women fragrances by Francis Kurkdjian. So the first one we have is the basic Elizabeth Arden green tea. This one, if I have to explain this fragrance, it's simply green tea. I mean, this is a standalone single note perfume. Only the green tea note is the most dominant in this. This is such a, the breeze of cool air. This is how it feels. It's very green. It's nothing. It's like green tea. Simple. It's like a very green fragrance, and at the same time it's very airy and aquatic as in it gives you a very fresh vibe. So this is the first one made by Francis Kurkdjian by Elizabeth Arden, one of a top seller till date. If you are looking for a daily wear, or you are looking to gift a very casual fragrance to your girlfriend, your wife, your sister, mother, this is the most safest option out there. Green tea by Elizabeth Arden. The second one we have is Narciso Rodriguez for her. Women who love perfume have this on their wish list. Always. I've seen people on their wish list, but they do not, I mean, somehow something hold them back. But now this is by Francis Kurkdjian. This is gonna be deciding factor for you. Go for it if this has been on your wish list for a long time. Talking about notes, the top notes are rose and peach, which gives a very creamy vibe. Somehow it's creamy to me. How the bottle represent is exact same peach and rose combination in the opening. While the mid notes are amber and musk, the base note is patchouli. Now every perfumer has a signature in terms of notes. Francis Kurkdjian specialize into combination of amber and patchouli, as per my opinion. It could be something else too, but yeah, I have studied on most of the perfumes. I have seen used amber and patchouli in almost all of them. Amber patchouli is like the I could say the signature of Francis Kurkdjian, right? So this is Narciso Rodriguez for her. Performance wise, you don't have to worry about it. If you are using this fragrance, people gonna know you by smell of this. This is so damn potent. It's so loud. It calls out your identity. You walk into a room wearing this, I mean, you can't be ignored. Simple as that. Now I have quite a few friends, customers who are men and use this fragrance. There's nothing wrong in it, but it's a super feminine fragrance. What I say, it's a super duper feminine fragrance. You're looking for a signature fragrance for yourself, go for it. Third one is a recent launch, and it's a flanker to My Burberry EDP. This is My Burberry Black. See, it's an empty bottle because this is my store tester and it got over. I do have a lot of retail packs. Yeah, so coming to the notes of My Burberry Black. First thing, a disclaimer, this is a super potent stuff, super potent. 2 sprays and you're set for the day. This is how strong it is. Going by the notes, jasmine is the top note, rose peach is in the mid, amber patchouli in the base. Now similarity, you could definitely draw a similarity between these two. Jasmine is missing in this, which is dominant in this one, continuing to my Burberry DNA. Then after that, they do share the same base note, right? So these top 3 for women by Francis Kurkdjian, in my opinion, are a must check out. All 3 are like very different from each other. Yeah, the last 2 have similarity in the base, but the whole composition is pretty different. Coming to the men fragrances, I showed my Burberry. So the men equivalent is Mr. Burberry Parfum. I'm talking about Parfum version, not the EDT version. EDT version is good on its own, but it's way too generic. This one on the other side smells so rich, and I mean so different. I mean, I don't think there is anything. There is actually. This one reminds me straight of Prada L'Homme Intense. This reminds me of Roberto Cavalli Umo. But where it stands out is the perfumer, Francis Kurkdjian. I mean, I would pick up this if I've given an option, just because of the perfumer's name. Coming to the notes, this one is cinnamon, patchouli and amber. Again, patchouli and amber, it's the DNA in this one as well. Then cinnamon is what gives me similarity from the other fragrances which I said. This is my Burberry Parfum for men, Mr. Burberry. I mean, from the recent, most promising one from the recent launches. Next up is my favorite too. This is Narciso Rodriguez for him. Now guys, we have these 2 made by the same perfumer, which makes a very good combo if you're looking for a gifting option. Second is again Narciso Rodriguez for her, Narciso for him. This is the EDT version. This one, you guys, if you're watching following my channel, you might have seen there's one fragrance which is very close to me. That's the Mugler's Amen. Same way, if I have to give my second fragrance, which is my favorite till death, is going to be Narciso Rodriguez Eau de Toilette. This one to me is Mad Max. If you are a fan of Mad Max, this one will give you straight off one spray, and this smells of burning rubber, burning leather, burning rubber, asphalt. I mean, this is totally so metal. If you guys are into rock and metal, this one will give you 80s 90s thrash metal vibes. So that is what I say. This one will go. This is a Mad Max fragrance basically. I call it Mad Max just because this gives you such fury. If you have seen a burnout, how it smells in the air, this smells like a burnout. This smells like burnout, but the patchouli makes it. That's actually patchouli that gives you that burning vibe. Apart from that, there's a listed note called asphalt. Asphalt used in perfumes, I haven't seen any. This one is so unique, so masculine, so daring fragrance. If you want to stand out of everyone, go for this one. Trust me guys, this was too ahead of time. This fragrance have been almost a decade ahead. If this was launched as a niche perfume now, it would be super duper massive hit. Narciso Rodriguez for him EDT. I recommend this one. If you're looking for a challenging fragrance, go for this one. I simply love it. It's one of my best rainy day fragrances as well. This works like wonders in rainy season and in winters as well. In summers, a little off-putting, but best cold weather fragrance in my opinion. Now third one from this house is, I mean, you wouldn't have expected this one to be made by Francis Kurkdjian, but it's called Cool Water Wave. Cool Water Wave. First thing, before it was launched, there is already a comparison drawn with original Cool Water because it's a flanker, but it is nothing like original Cool Water. It's way too different. It does not have lavender, which is a very key note in basic Cool Water that gives it a soapy vibe. This is not at all soapy. At the same time, this is a very fresh, uplifting fragrance. Totally niche. You would see Francis Kurkdjian DNA in this one, similar to Aquavita maybe, but this is slightly more spicier than Aquavita. But only problem is this will give you 4 to 5 hours, but this one also gives you 4 to 5 hours. Being expensive does not guarantees you lasting. So if you're looking for a very clean quality fragrance, Cool Water Wave at a low budget niche, I would say. Only if this would last 8-10 hours, I mean, this could be sold for 10,000 as well, or $200 as well. This is that quality, guys. So again, by another one from Francis Kurkdjian, Cool Water Wave by Davidoff. So we're done with our designer list. Now moving to the niche and the punch of the video. So I'll be talking about Elie Saab essence line. So there are 10 fragrances, essence number 1 till essence number 10. Then there is Cure range, which there are 3 in those. So let's get started. So these are, in my opinion, the top 4 from Elie Saab essence line. These all are created by Francis Kurkdjian, so the DNA in all of them is same. I would be ranking them. The first one, in my opinion, is Elie Saab essence number 8 Santal. This is a sandalwood fragrance. Then what I love this about apart from sandalwood, this has a very subtle combination of amber and patchouli, which gives it a very rustic kind of vibe. At the same time, it's creamy sandalwood. So this one lasts 7 hours, 6 to 7 hours. When this line was launched, it was not a massive hit just because of the price range. This is priced at niche. On duty free, on boutiques, it's quite pricey, but now the prices have been slashed 1/3. 1/3, yes, it is. We are selling it this for 6,000 rupees in India, which was around 15,000 about 6 months back. So that's the best part. As the prices slashed, I grabbed all of them, and I thought of doing a video long back, but now we are doing it. We are live with Perfumery 2.0, so I have made a separate section for the entire line. I'll be putting these products there. Go check it out. We'll put samples too. So number 8 Santal is my number 1 from entire line, from essence 1 to 10. Second up on the same line, I would actually, this would be a tie between essence number 3 Ambre and essence number 4 Oud. These both are almost same. This one doesn't has oud, so you add oud to essence number 3 Ambre, and that makes oud. So this is a oud based fragrance, so people would expect already the longevity and the animalicness. Now, not at all. This is not at all animalic. This is more sweet oud along with patchouli. Oud and patchouli combination is one most widely used. So this is oud and patchouli combination. This will give you 6 to 7 hours, but it's a very amazingly good office wear. If you are looking for a oud fragrance for your office, this is the best one in my opinion. That second Ambre at the same time is for amber lovers, people who dig amber note. This would be a delight for your nose. Just go for it. Next up is the next one's gonna be feminine. It's called essence number 1 Rose. This one reminds me straight of A La Rose by MFK. This one is more darker, basically it's red rose, yes, but along with patchouli. So it's more like rose and green combination. It's like more patchouli, more earthy rose kind of. It is feminine in the opening. After 30 minutes, it's all cool. I mean, people who love rose fragrances can pull this off easily. The one best thing about this line is so contemporary, so minimal. Look at the bottles. They are expensive looking bottles, but they are actually expensive, provided now we have picked up at a pretty good pricing. So this makes them totally value for money. For 6,000 you're getting these bottles, and this is how the full presentation looks like. So coming next, from same Elie Saab, we will be talking about Cure range. The first one in this is called Cure Absolute. Simple, straightforward leather, but more of suede leather, not like the generic leather fragrances. Now, leather is becoming another note which has been exploited like oud. This is so unlike all other leather fragrances. If I have to compare it, white suede from Tom Ford along with lot of gourmand element. The whole line is this range is so gourmand. This gives me straight up animalic leather along with the gourmand elements. The next up on the same line is Cure Bourbon. I love this presentation. These comes with high quality pouches like this, and then enclosed in boxes. So this makes a very premium gifting option. So Cure Bourbon, this is a leather along with notes of Bourbon vanille. On first spray itself, this would tell you that it's a very delicious, yummy fragrance. If you are wearing it, people might want to eat you up. So it's for close encounters. I think this would work like wonders. Cure Bourbon, and my favorite in the entire line is Cure Patchouli. Cure Patchouli. Somehow I'm developing my nose for patchouli. I'm digging patchouli more than ever nowadays, just because of the weather. It's rainy season. I love, somehow I pick up anything that has patchouli, by default I'm gonna love it. So this is called Queer Patchouli, my best from entire line. This will give you, this is nothing, you can't compare it to anything. It's so unique, and so rich at the same time. And it's the second point why I'm digging this is because it's a gourmand. I mean, I haven't seen any gourmand with patchouli as a dominant note. That's what makes it very different. Leather is there, patchouli is there, gourmand elements are there. I mean, it's a complex fragrance and you're gonna love it. I mean, people who are into niche, who like different fragrances, something complex, something challenging, go for this one. This one is probably highlight of my today's video. Cure Patchouli by Elie Saab Essence. We discussed about the top perfumes made by Francis Kurkdjian. And guys, there are 180 plus perfumes. This one is what I could pick up as per my likings. And if you are looking for any of these, you could go check it out, perfumery.co.in. We have all of these products available there. In this line, we didn't talk about the core series, the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian. We didn't talk about it because everybody knows that these are made by Francis Kurkdjian. The whole idea of this video was for my audience subscribers to be aware about the perfumer's work. We'll be continuing such videos. Next up, probably we'll do Alberto Morella's, or probably some other perfumer who has done notable work in the entire perfumery, right guys? So till then, see ya. I'll be probably will do more format like this. I simply love doing this video. While I was writing down these fragrances, I mean, I was like, why I didn't knew that these are made by Francis Kurkdjian. I mean, that's what gives you the confidence before buying the product, right guys? It's Mohit from Project Perfumery India signing out. Thank you.